discussing was the use of drugs, but not any kind of drug. It wasn't a specific drug. Which kind of drug was it?
And smart drugs in order to concentrate. Study.
Exactly, enhancement drugs, okay? So what are these drugs used to?
To concentrate, to have more energy, to focus, and improve memory.
Okay, very good. So this type of drugs were specifically used to increase the memory of the student. Who used this type of drugs?
University students.
Okay, university students. And why do they use them?
They use that in order to enhance their brain.
Yes, in order to enhance their brain, but not only their brain, in order to have like better qualifications, isn't it?
Yes.
Excellent. So we learned a little bit about them. Yesterday, I asked you to read an article. This article was about obviously drug enhancements, but this article stated both positive and negative aspect of this. Okay, so here on this article, we read it was made from the BBC. They got a lot of explanations about how these drugs work, okay? But they also have positive and negative points. As this is just as the video we saw yesterday, okay? So I ask you as a homework, as an assignment, to note which were the most important aspects for both positive and negative aspects of taking enhancement drugs.
Okay.
So, could you please tell me which were the most important aspects that you noticed?
Yes.
Okay. Important to put it in order before start to writing or essay, before start to writing a summary. Okay, so yesterday we learned a technique which I call the debate T. Okay, where we use a T noticing the pros and cons. But which is important is that we put on the same level arguments that could be the answer to the other ones. Okay. Okay. Also, we mentioned something about, for example, unknown effects, and then we don't have any answer from the other point of view. So let's try to make a brand new map, a brand new graph. Okay. Here with the notes we already took from yesterday and from today. Okay.
Okay.
So in your notebook, you can write a letter T here. I'm gonna make a table. So hold on a second. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna make a T. You can do the same thing inside of your homework. Okay. Where I'm gonna put the title on the top. Hold on a second, please. Where is it? This. Okay. Okay. So taking drugs. So taking enhancement drugs. Enhancement drugs. So that's like the main theme. Okay. Then we got pros. And we got cons, like anything in life, okay?
Okay.
Sure. And here I'm gonna erase this column, sorry, and make this one thinner, while I make the other ones wider, okay?
Okay.
So just hold on a second. Okay. Okay, very good. So here we got. So the structure we should take in order to make it more logical is to put in the same level first, the first argument we notice, and second, that the answers from one and each other side would be like equivalent. So for example, as a con, we listen that it creates more competition, okay? So we write, these drugs creates more competition among students, okay? And what should I write on this other side, in this other block called pros?
Doesn't increase the competition because the world is already competitive.
Exactly. The world, especially the academic world, okay, is already very competitive. Okay? So, this author mentions very competitive. The author mentions, and I quote, this will help them prepare for the real world. Okay? It's a preparation for the real, for writing my my text.
We can have the same advantage. Everyone is able to have the advantage because of the education.
Very good. Everyone is able to have a good performance, okay, with education, with hard work, okay? So it's not necessarily to depend on this stuff to have a good grade. It's a help, but it's not necessarily the one, okay? So with this, we already noted a lot of ideas. So the process I mentioned to you before was like the first is to pay attention to the text, to the reading, highlight the most important ideas, like taking notes, okay? Then organize your notes so you can prepare your scheme for later writing, okay? Then, if you want, you can make an outline. Do you know what is an outline?
No.
No? So an outline is basically the structure that you are gonna use for creating your new text, okay? So let's make together right now an outline for your essay, when we are going to state both point of views, okay, without having a personal opinion, okay? So an outline would be nothing more than, let's say, like the structure of our essay, okay? So how's gonna be our outline? Inside of our outline, we're gonna put like numbers, okay? Like first, second, third, etc. First, as any text we see, it should have an introduction, okay? Every text will always have an introduction, either if it's narrative, if it's informative, or if it's something like for entertainment. There always should be an introduction. Usually at a tale, we say the introduction like with a state which is the name of the main character, where does he or she lives. In an essay like this, we will have to introduce the theme. How we should introduce? Do you know any positive, interesting way to introduce a new theme to an audience or to the people who are gonna read your text?
It could be the professor that support. Oh no, it could be like the conference was about.
Okay, usually at the introduction, we explain a little bit what we are going to talk later, okay? So in the introduction, we don't put neither negative or positive things about what we're going to talk, not at all. We just explain what is this about, okay? So in this text we saw yesterday, they start the introduction by asking a question. Why they ask a question? In order to engage the reader. Okay, so could you please read this introduction?
Are we asking the right question about pills designed to boost brain power? Maricon looks at what they can do for us and what they can't.
Exactly, very good. Also, an introduction